Welcome to today's battle report between the Tau Empire and the Imperial Guard. Who will win? Find out now.
Okay guys, on to my army for today's 1000 points of Tau versus Imperial Guard. I brought a patrol detachment. Patrols, that's right, my English is so bad. It is laid up by my commander in XV8 Crisis Battlesuit. For his Warlord's trait, he has Exemplar of the Mont Car, which lets him advance and move around and do all the fancy stuff without any negatives to firing. So no -1 to hit if he advances, other things like this. So it should make him quite maneuverable. Then to pair that, like a battered Mars bar, battering a Mars bar. I can't stop thinking of Mars bars. As a good combination, I've also given him vectored maneuvering thrusters. That lets him, after shooting in the shooting phase, he can move up to 6 inches. So the plan is, a very brave plan, shoot up the board, shoot you, run and hide behind a rock.
That's not brave.
Tau. Then, for my second HQ, I've brought a Cadra Fireblade. He's there with his pulse rifle. It's my Cadra Fireblade. He's there just to give the volley fire ability, lets units around him at half range fire an extra shot with pulse weapon. So you've seen him in the past, he can pump out a lot of shots for quite free. So onto my troops, we have 2 squads of fire warriors, 2 strike teams. There is a chasseur leading both. A chasseur, for anyone that doesn't know, is the sergeant version in a squad. They have marker lights, the chasseurs. So I have the option of firing that instead of the gun to light you up. Before a nasty barrage. Lovely. Then on to my elites. I have a squad of crisis suits. Of course I do. 4 of them. Now they all have funky loadouts, so bear with me. 2 of them have 2 plasma guns and 2 missile pods. It's not too bad. As a missile pod each, 2 missile pods, so that's fine. The other 2 have 2 burst cannons. One of them, with the burst cannon, has a shield generator, and the other one has a fusion blaster. So the guy with the shield generator, the plan is that he's going to take the hits early on, survive, and tank it for everyone else.
This is the plan.
Yes. Now, on to my stealth suits. I have 3 of them. 2 of them have burst cannons, one of them is a fusion blaster. They're stealth suits, they're sneaky, they can get up the board, they can do all sorts of shenanigans. Hopefully they'll survive turn 1. Then, fast attack. I have 4 marker drones. Yes, they're now 20 points. I wrote the list and they were like 10. They've doubled in price overnight. So yeah, that's fine. They're gonna, yeah.
I think the price for 1 Primaris.
1 Primaris Marine, yes, is now, even if you're new to Warhammer, look at the data sheet of a Primaris Marine and then look at it.
18 points?
No, it's 20 now for a Primaris. Yeah. Look at the data sheet of a Primaris Marine and look at the data sheet of a marker drone. Even if you're new to Warhammer, you tell me if they're both worth 20 points.
Drone comes out traps.
Ah, hands down. Yeah, and then I've got a squad of Pathfinders. 5 of them have the carbines and marker lights, and 3 of them have rail rifles, which are quite nasty. Finally, I have a heavy support. It's going to help me deal with, oh god, all that armor. This is a broadside battlesuit. It is equipped with a heavy rail rifle, 2 plasma rifles, and a Seeker missile. I have 2 missile drones with it. And do you know what I've also forgot? Bear with me. I have a transport! The Devilfish! That's going to transport my men. That was seamless.
That was, I did not.
Silky smooth, like a battered Mars bar. Oh, I really want a battered Mars bar. Anyway, let's see what Lloyd's brought.
So I got 1000 point Cadian detachment. Kicking it off with this is my Warlord, which is going to be the tank commander. His Warlord trait is Master Mechanic, which gives him the sort of similar thing to Spaceman Dreadnoughts.
Yeah, -1 to damage. Yeah. So, yeah, it's pretty nasty, especially against an army like mine, which rely on high damage. What relics you got?
His relic is Kurov's Aquila, so if you spend a strat on a 5+ save, gain a stratagem back.
Yeah, oh, nice. I didn't think you'd take that. That's a nasty one. Yeah, great.
And then my second HQ is Creed himself. But he's just badass. He Baneblade.
As he is. He's a walking Baneblade. So he can issue 3 orders
3 orders, I believe it is. Yeah.
over 12 inches?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's just built into him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay. Yeah, cool. What did you say what the loadout was on the commander? The tank?
Oh, the tank I didn't. Is loaded as a battle cannon and a last cannon.
Oh.
Just to dish a little bit more wounds up, just in case. And then my troop choice is 3 11-man squads, each with a sergeant, which have chainswords. There's a special weapon in each, grenade launcher, plasma gun, and melter gun. There's also a Vox caster in each squad. And then my heavy support, I got 2 Lehman Russes. One with the executioner plasma cannon, I believe it's called.
The Sharpie marker.
Yeah, you quite like it.
It looks like a Sharpie. It looks like a highlight. Yes, sorry.
And they both got heavy bolt responses. This one has battle cannon, last cannon. And onto your favourite model, Valkyrie, which has 2 rocket pods, 1 last cannon and 2 heavy bolters.
Yes, Lloyd showed me the hiding in the back. That's quite cool actually. I like that model.
And in that, my melter squad will be started. I'm also spending 1 command point on advanced
stratagem, yeah.
Measures.
Yeah, okay.
When he goes into hover mode, then he doesn't lose the harder hit.
Yeah, so normally, guys, if a model goes into hover mode, it loses like the flat. Is it the arrow? Some keyword it loses, and what that means is it is no longer hard to hit. But with that stratagem, the advanced countermeasures, it's always going to be -1 to hit, but you get the benefit of +1 to your ballistic skill when you hover, right? So it's nasty, especially on a smaller board. Yeah, is that it for your army?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not worried. Much.
What are you going to say about what your army was running at?
Oh, thank you. Well done. Yes, I forgot to say what set I'm running. So they are a custom set, but I'm running them as the Tower set, which is the boring one, but it's firing Overwatch on a 5 or 6. They're still quite new to me. The Guard is still quite new to Lloyd, so I'm trying to keep it a bit more simple. Plus, I think hitting on a 5 and a 6, as we played in a couple of previous games, friendly games, it does work. If it comes off, it does some work. So yeah, 5 and a 6 for me, Tower set, and then Cadians for you. If you don't move, you get to reroll hit rolls of 1, right?
That's right.
Nasty. Okay guys, we will be back. We're going to be playing Open War today, so we're going to come back, show you the board. Tell you what, let's draw some cards first, then we'll show them the board. We're going to draw some cards. We're going to burn a card each. It's a fun way we've worked out of doing this. We're going to draw 3 deployment cards. We're going to draw 3 objective cards and 3 twist cards. Then Lloyd is going to pick 1 to burn, 1 objective, 1 deployment. I'm going to pick 1 deployment to burn. You're going to pick 1 objective to burn. I'm going to pick 1, and so on. Just means that if we draw a particular card which is really damaging to one of us, it doesn't mean the game's over straight away. That could be a bit boring. But Open War is really fun, and you honestly trust this year. I have no idea who's going to win because they could be the craziest twist card ever. Okay guys, so as you see, we've got 3 deployment cards, 3 objective cards, and 3 twist cards. So we're going to turn them all over now, have a little read, and I'm going to burn them. So, first deployment.
Second.
Okay, interesting. Third deployment. Okay. Do you want to read one at a time?
Yeah.
Objective drop. Starting from the 3rd battle round, the player scores 1 victory point if they control the objective marker at the end of their command phase. In addition, a player scores 2 victory points if they control the objective marker at the end of the battle. The player with the most victory points wins. So we place 1 objective marker in the center of the battlefield. At the start of each battle round, the players roll off. The winner can move the objective 2d6. That's quite interesting. Second one, incisive attack. The players roll off, starting with the winner. We place 3 objective markers labelled 1 to 3 on the battlefield. At the start of the first battle round, 1 player randomly determines 1 objective marker to be active by rolling a d3. At the end of each battle round, each player scores 1 victory point for each objective marker they control, scoring 1 additional victory point if they control the objective marker that is active. The players with the most victory points wins. Finally, I'm going to have to read this in my hand because I can't see that far. This is Domination. The players roll off. We place 6 objective markers in this one. At the end of each battle round, if more enemy units were destroyed from one player's army during the battle round, their opponent scores 1 victory point. In addition, the player who controls the most objective markers at the end of each battle round scores 1 victory point. So this one is about killing units and holding more objectives. This one is, it'll randomly change which one is worth more points. And this one, it's moving around the board. Huh, that's very interesting. Now, onto the twist cards. We have subtract 1 from the move characteristic of all models. Subtract 1 from advance. That is heavy. That's a gale is blowing. That could probably damage me. Unrelenting turmoil. Draw 2 twist cards and use both. Oh god. And we would be doing that blind. I can see Lloyd's face lighting up already. And then blinding sun. So the way this works, guys, is we pick a corner of the battlefield edge. The sun moves after turn 3, and if Lloyd's back is to the sun, he is -1 to hit for me. And if you're staring into the sun, it's harder to see. Okay, would you like... Oh, we will roll off to see who is attacker and defender. Here's a dice, sir. Look at that. So I got a 4.
I got a 5.
Would you like to be attacker or defender?
Defender.
Defender, okay. So you will burn the first card and you will pick a side. So burn the first deployment card for me, please. Huh. Oh. I don't know. I kind of like... Okay, would you like to burn one of the objective cards, sir? Okay, so now I'm going to move an objective. Alright, okay. Well, I'm going to burn the 6th one. And we're going to have 3 objectives, and one of them is going to be worth more each turn. Would you like to burn one of the twist cards? Why do I feel like we're going to end up with the middle card? Movement characteristic.
It'd be fun then.
Oh, it's a lot of things to... I mean, the people at home want this. They want 2 twists. Fine, Lloyd. Grab the twist pack, which is right at the side of us here. And draw the first 2 cards. So this is what we've ended up with. And twist number 1 is... The maximum range of all shooting attacks and psychic powers is limited to 18 inches. Are you kidding me? So we're playing at night time. It's blackout. All of our guns can now only fire 18 inches. Yeah, now who's in trouble, Lloyd, with all your tanks? And the last one is indiscriminate projectiles. Each player rolls a d6 at the start of their turn. For each roll of a 6, they can select 1 enemy unit in the battlefield and inflict d3 mortal wounds. Or 1 mortal wound if that unit is a character. So guys, well done, Lloyd. This is going to now be, just want to point this out, a close range engagement game between the Guard and the Tau. Both known for their melee prowess. We will be right back to show you the board. Okay guys, we are back after deployment. So, starting with the objectives. We have 1 objective here, which I placed. There is 1 just off the centre of the board there. And then there is 1 on the Lloyd side of the board. Now the deployment, starting with the Tau. The Devilfish is parked up behind the rock, and inside are all strike teams and the Cadre Fireblade. The broadside is in cover behind you, looking down the board, trying to keep safe from the guns of the Imperials, with the marker drones and the missile pods. The commander has deployed in the centre of the board. The Pathfinders just off to the right, and the stealth team have been aggressive, immediately jumping onto that objective. Now for the Imperials, the first squad of guardsmen with the grenade launcher have deployed at the front. You've got the first Leman Russ, second Leman Russ, and the tank commander. And then in between them is another squad of guardsmen with the plasma rifle. Finally, there is the Valkyrie, and in the Valkyrie is riding the Melter squad. And then for myself, in Manta Strike, I have put the crisis suits. So they are ready to pop on the board a little bit later on. Now, we're going to roll off the Sea Gods first, but Lloyd is actually burning a stratagem, which is to be used before the battle starts. He's spending 3 command points. And what's it called?
2 command points on preliminary bombardment.
Preliminary bombardment. So you roll a
D6 for each unit.
Okay.
On a 6, you get 1
So
more.
start with
The Fire Warrior. So
Pathfinders. Okay, so nothing.
the Commander.
Commander.
1 more wound.
1 mortal wound. Great. Let's do the stealth.
Nothing.
Nothing. Let's do the drones. First squad of drones. Nothing. Let's do the broadside. Yeah, I don't know why I keep doing that. Nothing. Let's do the missile drones. Nothing. Let's do the devilfish. Nothing. So 2 command points. I mean, it wasn't a bad spend. So my commander has taken 1 mortal wound. Lloyd is down to 3 command points. Right. Now we're going to roll off to see who goes first. Can you pass me a dice as well, please, sir? Because I forgot to get one. Okay. You can go first. That's a 3.
That's a 1.
Oh, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go first.
Funny you should say that. Okay, we are going to be back with the Imperial Guard, turn 1. So before we start the turn 1 for the Imperial Guard, I need to roll a dice now. And this is going to determine which objective marker is going to be worth 2 points. It's a D3. This is number 1. This is number 2. This is number 3. So the first objective active will be this one. It would be. Now, Lloyd is going to roll 3 dice, and this is for indiscriminate projectiles. 3 dice. So after rolling for indiscriminate projectiles, the start of the game, Lloyd didn't get anything. Okay, after the Imperial Guard movement phase, turn 1, the Lehman Russ is shimmied forward with the commander just behind him. The other Lehman Russ this side of the board. Due to the 18-inch range, this is, this is making things interesting. The guards moved up there just under the archway to try and get line of sight up the board onto the drones. The second squad of guard, did they move? They shimmied up a little bit, did they? Or they stayed still?
Stay there.
Stayed still. The Valkyrie aggressively flew straight up the board and straight over the objective. Now, the Valkyrie can't hold the objective, but it has an ability called Grab Shoot.
Grab Shoot's where the troops can move anywhere.
Troops can jump out. So he has to roll a dice for each disembarking model. On the data sheet, it's so badly written, but it says you have to roll a d6 for each model. So it's going to be the same rule as disembark, emergency disembark. So on a 1, they will perish. So you've got 11 there.
But what I'll do, that'll be for the
No,
start.
you get to pick which one's dice. You don't have to worry about that.
Is it?
You just roll. Yeah, it's the same. So for you guys at home, when a vehicle blows up, you don't roll for each model individually. You just roll the dice. And then if 3 died, you can pick 3 to die. Okay, so 11 dice. I want to see loads of 1s.
2.
2 are going to die. Okay, so that's fine. So now Lloyd is going to deploy. We're going to show you where he ends up. And then we will be right back with the Imperial Guard shooting phase, turn 1. Okay, so after jumping out there, the guardsmen facing down the Tau front lines. Obviously, they have objective secured as well, so they will be holding this objective. This could be a really big turn for the guard, and that is the active objective. So really good play by my opponent. Now, onto the start of the shooting phase, Lloyd's going to dish out his orders. So where are we going first, sir?
I'll go from Creed to the Voxcaster to that squad.
Okay, so guys, with a Voxcaster, if he's within 3 of a guard unit, he can then send the signal from their Voxcaster to this one.
With commanding voice, I believe it is.
I believe.
Is,
I think so.
That Creed comes with it.
Yeah, of course. And what's he going to give them?
First rank, second rank fire.
So first rank, second rank fire onto these guys, which is going to change their weapons to rapid fire 2. And then the second order.
This one into this squad, first rank, second rank fire.
Okay, and then we were looking at the third squad and he said there's not really much.
Move.
You are going to do move.
Better move.
And you're going to try to screen the back of the board, yeah?
Gonna fan out.
Okay, so we will do that in a second. And then finally, tank commander.
Was it
Gunner's kill on sight.
Gunners kill on sight.
For the tank in front of him, right? So,
rolls of 1,
reroll hit rolls of 1. Just to point out, this could be a devastating turn for the Imperial Guard. Lloyd's going to do his little movement. Then we're going to grab some dice. We don't have to measure everything out because it's only 18 inches. And we will be right back to see if the Tau front line can survive this barrage from the Imperial Guard. After the little shimmy for the movement from the Guard, it's going to start Lloyd's shooting turn. And at the start of your shooting turn, sir, I am going to use the stratagem Neuroweb Jammer, which is picking a model within 18 inches of my battlesuit, and they will be -1 to hit. So as that thing is still in airborne mode, it is normally hitting on a 4. It's now going to be hitting on a 5. So hopefully that keeps my poor little Pathfinders alive.
Oh, and I get to use from the Kurov's
Aquila, yes. So on a 5, you're going to gain a point.
1.
That's a 1. That's fine. Okay, do we know where we're firing first? Start with the big bird, is it?
Yeah, you just go straight to your warlord. I can't.
So the warlord isn't the nearest model to him. The Pathfinders are. So he's still getting lookout, sir, from vehicle.
So let me just get my stats.
Well, you've got heavy bolters, you've got the rockets, and you've got the last cannon. So just declare where they're going.
They'll be going all into that Pathfinder squad.
Okay, we're going to grab a pile of dice. we don't have to do the measurement, Lloyd. Do you know why? Because it's 18 inches thanks to your twist card.
It's not 36, it says. But...
No, it's definitely 18. Right, let's grab some dice and let's see if the Pathfinders can withstand the barrage from the Valkyrie. So, starting with the rocket pods, 2d6 to determine the number of shots you're going to get with the Valkyrie. 6. Oh. Strength 5 versus toughness 3, so 3s.
That's 3 ones.
And the AP was 1.
AP -1.
Okay, my 4 up is going to go to a 5 up. I make one, fail 2. That is 2 dead Pathfinders onto the last cannon. Misses. I'll take that. And now onto the 6 shots from the heavy bolters. 2 hits. And then these are strength 5, so 3s again. Nothing. Okay, that wasn't that bad. So I lost 2 Pathfinders. Lloyd is decided on his targets. The first 3 guys at the front are going to get the rapid fire 2, and they're going to be firing into the drones, along with all the lasgun. So every lasgun shot is going into the drones, and then the melter is going to be aiming at the devilfish. So we're going to start with the lasguns. These are hitting on 4s. Okay. And then these are strength 3. Yeah, toughness 4, sorry. So these are wounding on a 5. Only
1.
Wow, okay, this might not be going that great. So there's no AP, so it's just my 4-up save, which I failed. So I did have to CP that, try and keep the drone alive.
Just 1 damage.
Do you know what? Let's try it. Keeps the drone alive. I'm down to 3 CP. And now the melter gun, firing into the devilfish itself. Looking for 4. Hit, oh god. Strength 8 versus toughness 7, I believe, so. So 3s. No. CP it, wait. It takes you down to 3. Yes. It's not within half range. So it's just going to be D6. 2. On to the devilfish. Also, stupid me should have passed the wounds on the drone, but oh well, there we go. So there's 2 wounds on the devilfish. That ends the guardsman shooting. The Valkyrie is fired. Where are we going next? So, the front tank is firing everything into the Pathfinders, because you can see the guy at the front. So we're starting with the heavy bolters. These are hitting on a 4, and he gets to re-roll the 1s. There's no 1s in there, because you had gunner's kill on sight. That's nothing. Okay, and then the D6 shots for the battle cannon. You actually get 2 of these because you moved under half range. Well, no, that's 6 shots.
Oh.
6 shots. I mean, you can roll 1 if you want. And then these are looking for 5s.
That's 2.
Sorry, they're looking for 4s as well. You get to re-roll the 1s as well. Re-roll the 1s. The gunner's gonna. Oh my lord. More than 6.
8.
Yep.
AP -2.
Yep.
That's...
That is 3. 6 ups on the Pathfinders. Here we go. I make none of them. 3 more dead Pathfinders.
D3 more wounds.
It doesn't matter, they only got 1 wound each. No point rolling it. I'm denying you that fun. Look at Lloyd's face. He's never kills this many before. Look at the joy.
I don't kill this much with my fists.
That's the face of a psychopath if I've ever seen one. Okay, 3 more guys died. There's going to be morale this turn. We're going to check out what else the tanks can see, and we're going to see if the Tau can survive the barrage that keeps coming. On to this squad of guardsmen. 5 of them have line of sight on the stealth battle suits. They are -1 to hit, so they're going to be hitting on 5s. So we're going with the grenade launcher first, firing a frag, you said?
Yeah, frag.
Okay, so this is 3 shots. These are hitting on 5s. Nothing. Okay, and then you have 20 shots, looking for 5s again, thanks to the stealth suits. It's saving them there. That's still a lot of 5s and 6s. Okay, and then these are strength 3 versus toughness 4. So you're looking for 5s again. Come on, suit.
That's 3.
Okay, and I need to remember, I didn't say at the start of the game, it's not going to matter here, but I have the shield generator on each of the stealth suits as well. So they will have a 4-up invulnerable. There's no AP though, no? So it's just the 3-up saves?
Yeah.
I fail 1, it's 1 damage. Okay, so 1 goes down to 1 wound. We'll put it on the guy at the back. Okay. Anything else in range? Just the tank?
Tank.
Okay.
Stealth suits again.
Stealth suits. So the heavy bolter, 6 shots on that, and then 2d6 dice from the top turret. Okay, so looking for 5s with the heavy bolter. Okay. Strength 5, it's toughness 4, so 3s. Nothing. Okay, and then the Yeah, double shots from the cannon on top.
Yeah.
Oh god. 8 shots. Do you want to overcharge that?
I would.
Okay.
I shouldn't.
That is 3 mortal wounds. And that is 2 hits. Okay, so you've rolled out strength 8. That is 1 hit. 1 wound, 1 fail. So my 4 have been vulnerable on the suit, which I make. So, after all that shooting, 1 stealth suit goes down to 1 wound. That's going to...
More damage.
And you took 3 mortal wounds. Lovely. I believe that ends your turn, sir. Well, your shooting phase, sorry. Now we're going to have a look if there's any naughty charges going to be happening. And we will be right back with the Imperial Guard charge phase. Turn 1. Guard are declaring a charge on the stealth suit. So I'm going to fire some overwatches, sir. So for my 2 burst cannons, it's 8 shots. These are looking for 4s. No, they're not looking for 5s and 6s. I always forget this. I do apologise. But there is 3 there. These are strength 5. Looking for 3s. Can't stop dropping dice. Okay, that's 1. There's no AP there. Can you give me a 5 up? Nope, so 1 dead. And then the fusion blaster. Doesn't hit. Great. So the guard's going to attempt the charge now.
Yeah.
Don't need about a 4. That's a 10. So we're going to measure it out. We're going to try and loop around the back, and he's going to see if he can possibly get Creed in as well. So with a little bit of good positioning, we've left room for Creed. So he needs a 7-inch charge to try and get in and help the guard out. He makes it. Going to move Creed in. And then we're going to go straight on to the... That's the end of your charges, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Smart play from my opponent. We're going to go on to... You heard it right. The fight phase for the Imperial Guard. Turn 1. Okay, so they've piled in. We're starting with the Guardsman. 8 attacks. Hitting on 5s thanks to the -1 with a stealth suit. Okay. And then these are strength 3 versus toughness 4. So 5s. Nothing. And then there's 3 attacks from the chainsword from the Sergeant. 3 hits. Nothing. Okay. I'm actually going to spend 2 CP to interrupt and try and hit Creed back before you can do anything. So it's going to take me down to one command point. Let's grab some dice and we're going to see melee Tau. So the interruption coming in from the stealth suits. Lloyd's going to roll because of the Aquila to see if he gets a command point. He does. Oh god, this is getting you some points. Okay, so 2 of the stealth suits can hit Creed and the other one will have to hit the guards. So we'll start with the guards. Looking for 5. That's 1 hit. Strength 4, so looking for 3s. That's 1 wound, sir, no AP. So that's 1 dead guard. And then these 4 are going into Creed. That is absolutely nothing. Okay, so ends the melee Tau. Now we're going to grab Creed's dice and see if they can weather this storm. 3 attacks coming in. Looking for 5s because of this. 4, sorry, because of the stealth suits -1. That's 2 hits. And then these are strength 4. This is toughness 4, so you're looking for 4s. Nothing. Okay, that was a good thing. And now we've just got morale. So I'll start us off with the Pathfinder team. So I lost 5. If I roll a 1, and I believe if I roll a 6, there's something called bonding ritual, and I automatically pass. Let's roll the dice first. Let's double check. So it's a 6. So just checking, yeah, bonding knife ritual. So on a 6, I actually passed morale, so the Pathfinders stay. Now we're going to do the first team of guardsmen. They're fine on a 4. And then the guardsmen that jumped out of the plane, they're absolutely fine as well. So that ends morale, and that ends your turn, sir, I believe. We will be back with the start of the Tau, turn 1. So, back at the start of the Tau, turn 1. So I've got to roll 3 dice for the indiscriminate projectiles. And for my indiscriminate projectiles, I didn't get anything either. This hasn't been the best twist card so far. I feel like I should have probably dropped a bombardment. Now, at the start of my turn, I am going to... do I declare? Yes. I'm going to declare... I believe it's Montcar. We will come back with that. And what that lets me do is it lets me... Any units within 6 of the commander, start of this turn, can advance... move, advance, etc., and not suffer any penalties for firing their weapons. So everyone's going to advance from around him, and they're still going to be hitting on their normal ballistic skill. So we will be back with the Tau, turn 1 movement phase. Okay, after the Tau movement phase, a lot of stuff has happened. So everyone's through, well, everyone moved up. The strike team jumped out, and they moved up a little bit here. The Devilfish then advanced over this side of the board to try and get some shots out into the guard. The broadside shimmied up along with the marker drones. The crisis suits had to deep strike in at the back of the board because of Lloyd's screening. I couldn't afford to keep them off the board one more turn. Thought about it, but I thought, no. My Warlord has moved up to the front and the 3 remaining Pathfinders have joined him. This needs to be a big turn for the Tau. So I think that is the end of my movement, apart from when we fall these back. So we will be right back with the Tau shooting phase, turn 1. Starting with the marker drones. They are going to fire everything into the Valkyrie. I've got drone controller on here, so they're going to get +1, so they're going to be hitting on 4s. So we'll start with one at a time into the Valkyrie. It is -1 to hit, right? Isn't it? Because it's hard to hit.
Yeah. No, it's not hard to hit them.
It is hard to hit because it's still in the flying mode.
Right, yeah.
And you also took the stratagem, remember? So the 5 goes back down to a 4. No, wait, goes back up to 5. My brain. My 5 goes down to a 4, goes back up to a 5. That hits. Jeez, that took a while. Second one, that misses. Third one, that hits. Fourth one, that misses. So there's 2 marker lights on there currently. I'm now going to spend a stratagem on uplink marker light, which is going to turn this into 1 plus D3. That is an extra 3. So I have 5 marker lights on the flyer. So we are going to grab some dice and we're going to start shooting things out of the sky. Okay guys, so we're starting with the missile pods. There's 2 shots each. Now this is going to be a fun bit of maths for you. So they're normally hitting on 5, but they are within 3 inches of the broadside who has a drone controller, which means they're hitting on 4. But they are then firing at the Valkyrie, which is back up to 5. But you have 5 marker lights, which gives me a +1, so it's back down to 4. So 4 rocket pods from the missiles, from the drones. That is 2 hits. Okay, so these are strength 7 versus toughness 7 of the Valkyrie. So I'm looking for 4s. That is 1 wound. That is AP -1, please, sir. You make it. Let's get this guy down over here. Let's get the devilfish done. So it's going to fire its Seeker missiles, the big ones, into the Valkyrie. It's got 2 of those. It's going to fire its burst cannon into the guard. And it's going to fire its smart missile systems into the guard as well. That is 2 hits. These are strength 8 versus toughness 7. So looking for 3s. That is 2 wounds. These are AP -2, please, sir.
5 ups. 1.
Make one fair one. This is D6 damage. That is 5 damage on the Valkyrie. It's a good start. Now we're going to do the 4 shots on the burst cannon into the guard. And then these are wounding gun 3s. That is no wound. Then it's the smart missile systems. So they are 4 shots each. 1 hit in the first volley. I got 2 hits. And then these are strength 5. So looking for 3s. It's 1 wound. AP is 0. So, yeah. Okay, so that's 1 more dead guard. Okay, so we're going to go on to the broadside. It's going to fire his secret missile up into the Valkyrie while it's lit up with the marker lights. It's going to fire his plasma guns up into the Valkyrie. And he's going to fire his heavy rail rifle into the Demon Rust. We're going to start with a heavy rail rifle, looking for 4s. It's 2 hits. These are strength 8 versus toughness 8. So 4s. That's 2 wounds. AP -4, so no save for the Rust. 2d6 damage. It's a dead Lehman Russ. Does it explode? It does! Oh! That's D3 mortal wounds on the guard. Do you want to roll a dice? And it takes 2 guardsmen with it. Good start. Now we're going to fire the Seeker missile up into the Valkyrie. It hits. It wounds. AP on the Seeker was 2. So can I get a 5 up save? Oh, I really wanted that. Now the 2 plasma guns. They are within rapid fire range. So these are going to be 4 shots. Strength 6. 2 hits, 2 misses. Strength 6. I'm looking for 5s. Absolutely nothing there. Oh, where do we go next? There's so much more to fire. How are you feeling so far? Your jumpers come off. You're sweating a bit now, are you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to have a little think. We've still got the strike team to fire. We've still got the Warlord to fire. We've still got the Cadra Fireblade to fire. And we've still got the 4 Crisis Suits to fire. Let me grab a lot of dice. And we'll be right back. All the strike team with its volley fire is going into the remaining guardsmen. We have 30 shots coming in. These are looking for 4s. Thanks well, Matt. And then these are looking for 3s. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please, sir. 8 5-ups for the guard save.
That's 7 dead.
Now this is the Cadra Fireblade. Hitting on 2s. Wounding on 3s. Can you give me 3 more saves, please, sir? That finishes off the guard. Nice. Now we have the Pathfinders to fire. So they're obviously going to put everything up into the big old Valkyrie. 2 shots each from these guys. And these are going to be hitting on 3s thanks to the marker lights. It's a lot of hits there. And then these are strength 5s, so they're looking for 5s. That's 3 wounds at AP 0. So can you give me 3 save ups for the 3 saves for the Valkyrie?
3 save ups.
Yeah, 3 save ups.
1 wound.
Okay, that's 1 more wound. Then we are going to declare the Warlords 3 fusion blasters into the Valkyrie. They all hit. These are strength 8. Oh, I am going to CP, my last CP blanks. I want this Valkyrie. Oh, actually, no, what am I about? I've got all these crises here, so I'm not going to bother. It's 1 wound, AP -4, so no save. 2 damage. No, I'm going to finish it. 2 damage, so he's down to 4, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All we have got left, guys, is... Oh, wait a minute. No, what am I on about? It's Fusion Blaster range. I rolled 2... So, I rolled a 2. I rolled 2d6 and picked the highest. So, let me roll a second dice, if you're okay with that. Dice gods have spoken. All we've got left are the crisis suits. So, everything from the crisis suits. I don't know. I'm going to get greedy and go for the guard over there. The 2 plasma guns are going into the Valkyrie. The 2 missile pods are going into the Valkyrie. The 4 burst cannons are going to go over into those guard over there and try and get them off the objective. And then the final fusion blaster is also going into the Valkyrie. So let's start with the fusion blaster. I'm looking for a 3 thanks to the marker light. I'm burning my last CP. That hits. This is strength 8, so I'm looking for a 3. Fails the wound. Okay. The 4 shots from the plasma rifles. I need to actually check if they're within half range. Let me do a little bit of measuring. 2 of the plasma guns are within half range. So we are going to fire 6 shots in total. These are looking for 3s. Okay, and then these are looking for 5s. That is 3 there, sir, at AP -3. Do you get a save? 6 up, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, yep.
That's 1 mid.
That's 2 go through, so that's 2 more damage. Okay, 4 missile pods. They've got to do it. Hitting on 3s. That's a miss. These are strength. I always forget. 7, so looking for 4s. It is toughness 70 Valkyrie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 2 at AP -1. So it's 4 up. You fell on both. These are D3 each. This could do it. That's a dead Valkyrie. Does exactly 3 wounds. Does it explode? It's a 1. It's the complete opposite. No, you cannot command point explosions in 9. So the Valkyrie is dead. All we've got left are the burst cannons from the crisis suits into the guard. So we got 8 shots. What do we remember? We got 16 shots. Let's do the first guy. First guy is hitting on 4s now. Okay. And then these are strength 5, so wounding on 3s. Okay, there's that many. And then the second guy's shots. So I got 3 so far. Second guy's shots are as follows. It's 5, and then 5, 6, 7, 8 in total, please, sir. You make 1, 2. You make 2. You make 3.
5 dead.
5 dead. Okay. I think good news for you. That might end my shooting phase, and so ends the the Tau turn 1. Now we need to do the scoring. I own the active objectives. That gives me 2 victory points. Lloyd still owns... Oh, morale first to see if you run. Or, hang on, guys, we're getting ahead of ourselves. How much CP have you got left?
I got 4.
You're going to spend 1 on fight to the death. So you roll a D3. Okay, so it's 1 CP, rolls a D3. So that is 3. Plus, how many did you lose that turn?
3.
No, you didn't.
4,
You just
5.
5. So 5 plus 3 is 6, 7, 8. That fails leadership. So 1's going to run, and now you need to roll 2 more dice. And another one runs. 1 remaining guard, which means that you still hold the objective. Oh! Because of objective secured. Okay, so on to scoring. I have 2 for this. Because it's the active objective. Thanks to the insane bravery from that lone guardsman. Creed was looking at him and he said, if you run, I'm going to throw this cigar at your head. And that was enough. You lost 2 guardsmen at the back as well, right? Yeah. Do you owe me morale?
Yeah, 60.
They're fine. So after that insane bit of bravery from the guardsman, the scoring is as follows. This is 2 victory points for me for holding the active objective. It's 1 for Lloyd holding the center. And it's 1 for this one. At the end of turn 1, that is 2 points apiece. We will be back with the Imperial Guard, turn 2. Okay, so before the start of the battle round, we've got a few little bits of housekeeping to do. First off is rolling to see which is the active objectives. Can you roll me a d3, please, sir? Can you roll me one on the huge board, please, sir? Active objective is here. So we will be back with the Imperial Guard movement phase, turn 2. At the end of the movement phase for the Imperial Guard, Creed, being the hero he is, has absolutely legged. Where is he even gone? He's hiding behind the rock. Creed's legged it. He's gone to get another cigar. This guardman has stayed there like the brave, brave man he is. We're going to have to name him at the end. And when this goes into our Crusade campaign, this guy, I feel, needs a promotion. Now, these guardsmen, through an advance, they rolled a 1, spent the CP, they rolled a 2. So yeah, hey, that's 100% better. Yeah. Then these 2 guards shimmy forward under half range, so they still get to fire their top guns twice. So after a bit of measuring, we check. Creed is going to issue the order over to the first squad of guardsmen. What are they ordering? Move, you lazy dudes.
Get on deck.
Yes, that's the official saying. And then, what about this guardsman? He's within 12. What is he going to have? Filming the rock, then.
First rank, second rank, me as well. Why not?
He's a hero. He is a hero of the Imperium. And then the tank commander issuing a command.
He's gonna shoot and pop smoke on this guy.
Okay, so he's going to fire his guns. It's like a fire and fade, guys. So he's going to fire his guns, and then he's going to shoot smoke launchers, and he's going to be -1 to hit until Lloyd's next shooting phase. Okay, so we're firing at the Fire Warriors with everything from this tank. Yeah. Okay, cool. So do you want to start with the battle cannon? It's going to be 2 shots on top. 2d6 shots. It's 8. Oh, gosh. 8 shots from the battle cannon going into the Fire Warriors. Hitting on 4s. And then these are strength 8 versus toughness 3, so 2s.
Yes.
3, 6 up. I make 1, fill 2, so 2 die. And then the heavy bolters, hitting on 4s.
Yes.
Ooh. Wounding on 3s. Nothing. And then there's a last cannon at the front, hitting on a 4. Wounding on a 2. I mean, I don't even get a save for that. So another one dead. I mean, he's been disintegrated, and even the matter that came out of him has also been killed. You killed him 7 times with that shot. That is 3 dead Fire Warriors. Everything's going into those. So you're looking for 2d6 shots from the battle cannon, a 6. These are hitting on 4s because of the -1 of the stealth suits. Yeah. Oh, okay. And then these are strength 8, which is toughness 4. So 2s. Oh, Lord. My generator, my shield generator, here we go, 4 invulnerables. Oh.
2 dead.
So there's 1 dead immediately because he's on 1 wound. D3. And then roll me 2 d3s. That is...
3 wounds.
Yep, so that is 1 dead. That kills the... I tell you what, I can take them in a certain order though, right? So I can take this one onto the next guy, taking him down to 1 wound. And then that one, we should have rolled these individually. So what we're going to do, guys, rather than being, to make this fair, on a 1, 2, or 3, I will take the damage 2 first. And on a 4, 5, or 6, I will take the damage 1 first. I will take the damage 1 first, which means the second shot's damage will carry over and finish him off. So I will have 1 guy remaining on maximum wounds. Normally when you play, guys, the way you do it is, this is a friendly game, so it doesn't matter. You do them individually because obviously if Lloyd rolled 2, say 2 damage, that would have killed off the first guy. But if Lloyd rolled 1 damage, I can take that on the first guy, and who takes him down to 1 wound, and it doesn't matter how much damage Lloyd rolls on the second one, damage does not carry over. So I lose a stealth suit. Yeah, that's why during a friendly game I said if you'd have rolled a 1, 2, 3, I would have done it. I lose a stealth suit that was already wounded. I lose another stealth suit with the remaining 2 shots. I have 1 left on maximum Wounds. Cheeky monkeys. I mean cow people. Okay, where are we going next?
Last cannon.
Last cannon. Oh, I forgot about that. I don't know how you can't roll in this enormous table. That misses. You think it's TP now? Go on then. And it hits. And it wounds. 4 damage. I need to make my vulnerable. I don't know why we did that. But here we go. 4 damage. I tank it. Oh! That's all your shots, I think, there, sir. We have to do a bit of measuring for this lone guardsman. Can he continue to be the hero of the Imperium? He didn't move, so he's going to get to reroll his hit rolls of 1. He also has rapid fire 2 of his guns. He has 4 shots. These are hitting on 5s because of the -1 with the stealth suit, and he misses them all. I thought a hero was being made, but he's just a pleb. So, guys, after some thinking from Lloyd, he has realised that this tank's probably going to get shot off the board if it stays here for another turn. So it's going to sacrifice itself like the hero it is and declare a charge into this pile here. We have done we've done some measuring to see who is able to fire Overwatch. It's going to be the guys at the back here, the 2 missile drones, the squad strike team, the other 5, the warlord, and the 3 pathfinders. Luckily, because these are 2 separate squads, these back 2 being their own squad, these are not within range to help them. So that's probably saved Lloyd there. So I'm going to grab a load of dice. Lloyd's going to look at some stratagems and then we'll be right back. So with the volley fire ability, everyone with a pulse weapon is going to get the extra shot. So we're going to start off with the pathfinders. Looking for 5s and 6s. I got 1 there. And then this is wounding on a 5. Nothing. Then we need 21 dice for the strike teams. Okay, 21 shots on the Pathfinders, 5s and 6s. It's quite a few there. So we got 3 6s there. There are no 5s in all that.
1 5.
I can't even see it. There we go. Okay, and now I'm looking for 5s to wound. That's 1 wound there, sir. No AP. You make it. Okay, now we're going to go on to the Fire Blade. He hits once. He does not wound. Now the important one. Fusion Blasters. From the suit. Well, that was fun. Good start. Okay, so do you want to roll out the charge? You need an 8 there, sir. Phil,
6.
do you want to spend a CP?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a fail. Takes you down to 1 CP. Well, that was an anticlimactic charge phase. They didn't do any damage, and it didn't get anywhere. The driver stalled. He put his foot down, and he chugged like this, and stalled that. So, we're going to be back with the morale. I'll tell you what, we'll give you morale now. So I lost 2 seats there. I can't run. Because even, actually, let's just check. I don't think I can run anyway. No, I can't run on that. And then, did you lose anything?
I haven't lost anything.
No, and I didn't lose anything over here.
Was it?
Oh, I lost 3 men. I lost 3 men, sorry. So this is going to be for my strike team. 4, 5, 6, 7. They are fine because the Shashu's leadership is severed. We are going to be back with the Tau. It's only turn 2. Okay, on to Tau. Turn 2, I go up to a whopping 1 CP. Now I need to roll for the indiscriminate projectiles. 6s. Oh, please. Okay, we're going to go on to the movement phase. I'm thinking of chanting some Kayun. Kayun, possibly. Let's have a look. Should I start screaming Kayun? My neighbour might not like it, but you know what? When it calls for Kayun, it calls for Kayun.
Get the fish out.
It's a cow.
I wish.
After a long chat with my neighbour, I've decided not to scream Kayun. She is 90 years old and she said she will beat me to death. She's just got out of jail. She's ex-convict. She's not. Please don't.
I believe that.
She could be. She could be. Anyway, at the end of my movement phase, the crisis seat shimmy forward. I can't really advance anything, so I need to fire their guns. The Pathfinder team stayed still, just so they hold this objective in case anything goes wrong. The Fireblade moved up to give these guys the volley fire. The commander advanced up a little bit, just shimmied up the board. Stealth suit has gone to stare down. The still unnamed guardsman. I expect a name by the time we are back. Steve the guardsman. Yeah, sounds about right. The marker drone stayed still, and the broadside stayed still. The devilfish flew over the top. I'm going to start my marker lights. These marker lights going into the front tank, 1 at a time. Hit. Hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has a smoke on him, so it's -1 to hit, right?
Yeah.
But they have drone controller, so they have 5, goes up to a 6, goes back down to a 5. So I've got 2 hits so far. I've got 3 hits. That's a fail. Okay, so that is 3 hits on the tank so far. I'm going to spend my last CP then on uplinked marker lights. And that's going to add another 3. They have a maximum of, well, they've got 6 on it now, or 7, but it's 5 maxed out, so don't worry. There we go. So, fully lit up for the tank. Now, the Pathfinders are going to fire their marker lights into the
Tank
commander. Yes. Okay, Pathfinders. First one. Fails. Second one. Fails. Third one. Fails. Well, that was really good, Pathfinders. Well done. You've officially found absolutely nothing. That ends the marker lights. Now it's time for the big guns. And there's a lot of big guns in the tower. Let's start off with the stealth suit. Just try and get this job done here. And he's going to turn around and fire into the tank because I'm not going to kill him with the fusion gun. So firing in... Oh no, I need him off there. No. Let's not be silly cow. Let's not be silly cow, people. Let's get this tank killed. Hitting on a 4 normally, but he's fully lit up with the marker lights. It's hitting on a 3. Oh gosh. Good start. The broadside will fire its 2 plasma guns into the remaining guardsmen and its big rail rifle into the tank that's lit up. So let's go with the big rail gun. It's 1 hit, 1 miss. Strength 8. That's a wound. AP -4, so you don't get a save. 3 damage there.
So he's down to 9.
Okay, good start. Then the plasma guns are going into the remaining guardsmen. They are within rapid fire range. So 4 shots. Hitting on 3s. Okay, and then these are strength 6. So 2s. Both wound. AP -3, so you don't get a save. So he's dead. Steve is dead. It's over. Crimea River, Steve is dead. Don't worry, Creed's next, but Steve is dead.
Steve's dead. He's dead.
If you want to sing a song, I'm willing to salute, salute and cry. Salute and cry. Do it. Salute, salute, salute. The Steve.
Steve's dead.
Oh, poor Steve.
I can't play. Sorry. Shocking
command from the Imperial Guard. But don't worry, they can join the greater good if they like. Well, Steve can't because he's dead. But I mean, he's not even going to be that. He's just been shot in the face. He's dead. So, anyway.
You have a cigarette and walk off.
Walk off his plasma burns. On to the front. I tell you what, let's fire all the Fire Warriors together. We may as well. So they've got 3 shots each. There is 5, 6, 7 there. So it's going to be 21 shots. 11. I've got 11 dice. I'm going to do these first. Hitting on 3s at this point because of the marker lights. And then wounding on 5s. So the first volley is 2. And then I need to leave a dice out and roll them again. Hitting on 3s. And then these are wounding on 5s. That is 1, 2, 3 plus the first 3.
AP.
That is 6. No AP.
3 ups.
So you fail 1. 1 more damage. Okay. Plinking away. Now the Fireblade will declare his shot into the... Oh, why didn't I throw a grenade? Oh, whatever. Fireblade's going to fire his 3 shots into the tank. That fails. And then that's 1 wound. Which you say. They fired their marker lights. Let's go with the missile pods. I believe it is 2 shots each. So I'm looking for 5s because they no longer get drone controller. But
He popped smoke as well.
he did pop smoke. So
1 hit.
yeah, it would take him up to 6, and then it's -1 because of the marker lights. So back to 5. And this one. Strength is I think it's 7, but we'll check. That's definitely not that. Okay. There's not much left to fire. We've got the crisis suits and we've got the commander. I was kind of hoping that tank would be gone. So let's start with the crisis suits. Everything is going into the tank at the front.
That tree, like.
Yes, the tree. The tree that honors Steve. Okay, so let's start with the burst cannon on the first guy. These are hitting on 3s because of the marker lights. So 3, yes. And then these are winning on a 5. Can you give me 1 save? Yes, you can. Okay. And then the second lot of burst cannon.
I don't know why they roll so hard. It's been mad.
Because you have crazy person strength. Wow, that was not a good... That's because you were talking, you cursed my dice. 5s, 1 wound.
AP minus 1.
No, AP 0. 3 up, is it, on the demon? Yeah, okay. Now, let's do the plasmas. 1 wound, AP minus 3. So 6 up. Okay, that's 1 damage. Then the rocket pods. Strength 7, toughness 8, so it would have been 5s. That's 2 there, sir. Can you give me AP minus 1?
4. Yep.
Oh, gosh. Okay, Fusion Blaster. Hits. Wounds. AP minus 4, no save. 5 damage. How much you got left? 2. Oh, gosh. The Warlord himself. 3 shots. All hit. I need 4s. 2 wounds. No save. He's dead. Does he explode? Please. Oh, I saw a 6. Okay, he is removed. All we've got left is the Devilfish. Starting with his 4 burst cannons into Apollo Creed. That's 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. No AP. 2 damage. And then finally, their smart missile system. Smart missile systems, trying to finish him off. Okay, there is that many hits. And this is strength. I've forgotten. Strength 5. 3s. That is another 5 4-ups then, please, sir. He... 3. That's him dead, right? He is dead, and so ends the story of Creed. Almost as popular as the story of Steve. But not quite. Walking into the gates of the Emperor, the open arms, through the Eternity Gate. They've walked up and he's gone, dude, get out of here. You can't be in this. You can't be in this throne room. You don't have this kind of clearance. Who are you? He's like, I'm Steve. He's like, Steve, I will blow your brains out with my... Do you know what I did to Horace? Do you know? Oh my lord. Yes. I can't make this up. Do you know what game we're playing?
Final Fantasy.
That's correct, yes. We're going to be back with the charge phase for the Tau. Turn 2. So after doing a little bit of looking on the board, there is not going to be a charge phase. That Devilfish, as good as it is, does not have the melee prowess to wipe out that many guardsmen and also get shot at by the tank. So at the end of the round, for number 2, we're scoring. I hold 1 objective, I hold 2, worth 1 point each, takes me up to 4. And guess what, Lloyd? You only hold the active objective. What happens to my speech when we play this game? I promise I can talk. It's. I don't want to say anything, but it's coming from staring at that face.
You look in the mirror again.
So we're on 4 each. This is going into turn 3. It is the Tau on 4 points, the Imperial Guard on 4 points. Let's see if they can hang in there and win the game. We'll be back with the Imperial Guard, turn 3. So, battle round 3, we're going to roll a dice and we're going to determine which objective is active. Can you do that for me, please, Lloyd?
5, 4, 6.
So 1. So it's going to be this one. Okay, and then at the start of your turn, you've got the 2 command points. Can you roll 3 dice for me? And at any 6s, it's going to be indiscriminate projectiles. No. No. So nothing from the projectiles yet again. It's kind of a bit lackluster. We are going to be back with the Imperial Guard movement phase, turn 3. So after the movement phase, the commander and the tank moved up here. The guard stayed still. Now, we're going to talk you through this play, because if this play works, it will be amazing for Lloyd. If it fails, he's got a bit of a fallback. So here's what he's thinking. The Lehman Russ is within 3 inches of this objective, and Lehman Russ have objective secured. So he holds this as long as he survives my turn. He currently holds this. Now this at the end of the round is going to be worth 2 points. So he does only get to fire his battle cannon once because he moved. So he's thinking battle cannon D6 shots into the front rank of the fire warriors, then the last cannon into the warlord. If he successfully clears a path, he will then declare a charge against my warlord. And if he survives the barrage, he will then be within 3 inches of this, which will score him 3 points at the end of the round. If he fails the charge or he decides not to and doesn't kill enough men, he's going to stay there and hopefully it will score him 2 points. So this is a very, very important shooting phase. I feel like this is being done in the memory of Steve. You better chant Steve. Are you chanting Steve this turn?
They are.
They are invoking the power of Steve. Steve. So, where are we starting with the shooting? I've got this terrible thing, guys. I keep helping Lloyd and I can't stop. So, he was about to fire all of the guardsman shots into this. And I said, hey, why don't you shoot it into the front rank? So, do you know what? The reason I help you is because I want an epic ending to this. So, how many of them are in range of the 18? Oh. Okay, so there's going to be 1 shot for each of them. And the plasma. And then the pistol's out of range. So it's going to be 7 shots from the las gun. It's going to be 1 shot from the plasma. Starting the las guns. That's a lot of hits there. And then these are looking 4s. Strength 3 versus toughness 3. 2. Okay, and there's no AP in the las gun now. Okay, so 4 up to me. I make them both. Another plasma gun.
Supercharge.
Okay. There was no point in that, but you've said it now. Roll for it. Steve. Oh, okay. Well, that was anticlimactic. Now we're going on to the main event. Yeah. Just like last week, we promised you some hardcore action.
Hopefully this makes up for it.
That was someone slipping on lube, but this is the main event. Okay, where are we starting with? The last cannon or the battle cannon?
Me battle cannon.
Battle cannon into the front rank of fire warriors, right? Okay, and then the last cannon's going
into your wall.
So guys, just checking now. The Lookout Sir rule says that a unit cannot be targeted unless it's the nearest unit, or whilst then it's within 3 inches of a unit with 3 or more models. So he can't be targeted currently, and Lloyd needs to declare both guns. And as you have to declare both guns targeting, even if he used to wipe them the first gun, the last cannon can't target anyway, because you have to declare them before you start shooting. So, he's thinking this is the way he's going to do it. He's got 6 shots from the battle cannon he rolled into the fire warriors, and the last cannon's going to go into the fire warriors as well. And he may have to do this is no word of a lie, with melee. So, let's do the 6 shots first. Looking for 3s. Oh, that was not a good roll.
2 hits.
2 hits. I think it's over at this point. And then these are strength a lot. So 2s. It's 2 wounds. So 6 ups. Yeah. I fell them both. That's 2 dead. And then the last cannon. To finish off the other one. 1 shot. Hits. Kills another one. So 3 die. So also, just to be sneaky, this is really important which ones I pull. You through. This is a second squad, by the way, if anyone's wondering at home. So, I mean, at least your fail-safe plan of you holding this objective is still working. I think that's the end of your shooting phase, sir.
I think it is too.
Do you want to declare any charges?
Yeah, but charge this stealth suit.
You're going to charge the stealth suit. Okay, you make the charge. I need to roll Overwatch. I hit. I don't wound. Okay, so we have a fight phase coming up between the tank and the stealth suit. So, it's meant to be at the start of the charge phase, but we're fine. Lloyd did mention it. What is the stratagem called, sir?
Crush them.
Crush them.
And that gives me... I should have used it at the start of my charge phase. In the following fight phase then, attacks made by this unit hit on a 2+.
Okay, and then with my stealth suit ability, it's going to -1 from that. It's going to be hitting me on a 3+. How much CP was that?
But this is only for vehicles, so...
Yes, so the tank is...
1 CP.
Okay, tank's going to be stuck in. Taking you down to 1 CP remaining. Okay, 3 attacks from the tank commander. Now hitting on 3s with the stratagem. Do you have a CP left? Do you want to use it at all?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2 hits. Strength 7 versus toughness 4. So you're looking for 3s. It's 2 wounds. I make them both. Okay, 3 attacks from the Chassevir. Is that what he's called? Chassevir? Yes, whatever. The Sergeant version. The Sergeant of the Sergeant. He is going to be hitting back into the tanks. These are hitting on a 5. Oh, wow. These are strength 4. These are wounding on a 6 because you're toughness 8. Nothing. That's still good rolls though. And so ends the phenomenal fight phase. We are going to go on to the Tau, turn 3, where I have to remove this Imperial hunk of junk off the objective. We will be right back with the Tau, 10-3. For the turn, I get to roll 3 dice for the indiscriminate projectiles to see if they've been holding out for this turn. I get 1. Now, do I put D3 mortal wounds on the guardsman, or do I put 1 mortal wound on the tank as its character? I will put 1 mortal wound on the tank. And we will be right back at the end of the Tau movement phase. Here we are, guys, turn 3 on the most anticlimactic channel ever. First game we put up, Terminator on Terminator, we promised. Didn't happen. This game we promised the play of a lifetime. Didn't happen. But I tell you what, this turn, that tank's going to die. That's a promise. That is a promise. Now, obviously, Lloyd did shoot and shroud, strike and shroud. So he is going to be -1 to hit. So, onto the movement. The Warlord is shimmied up. The Devilfish has come over just to hug the side of the guard. The Counter Fireblade has moved up to be within 6 inches of the remaining 2. I owe you morale. I owe you morale. Sorry. Which I... 7. I pass. I have a leadership of 7. I lost 3 guys. I fail. Okay, so hang on. And the other one is fine. So that goes down to 1 guy. So this 1 guy remaining, sorry about that, is moved up, so he's got the Cadre Fireblade to give him the volley fire. The other 2 have moved back here to hold objective secured. The breaches have kind of stayed there just to have more bodies on this. The crisis seeds have made a wall. We shall not be moved. And they have stood there. And they're like, no, this is our objective. The broadside is shimmied up around the corner. The 4 marker drones have stayed where they are. This suit will have to fall back out of combat. I didn't think of this.
He's got to stay, no?
No, yes, he's fall back. That is the end of my movemento. Now on to the Tau shooting phase, turn 3. This is where it could all change. So let's start with the marker lights. These 4 marker lights firing into that tank. So first one hits. These are hitting on 4s, by the way, because they're drone controller. Second one hits. Third one hits.
Press for 3 arms.
Fourth one
If I make them, they don't.
Misses. So he's got 3 markers. I will now spend my...
So you have 4.
1 of my CP, and I will add uplinked marker lights, D3 extra marker lights. So uplinked marker lights, that's going to put me with 4 in total. Lloyd's going to roll to see with the Aquila if he gets a command point back. Nope. Okay, so 4 marker lights on him. I'm going to fire the 3 Pathfinders marker lights now, because I want to get the big 5. So first one hits, so he is fully lit up. I did say all of them, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to roll the last 2 out. There we go. So he has plenty of marker lights on him. I think it's about a good time to start killing. So the stealth suit will now be firing. He would have been hitting on a 4. Goes up to a 5 because of strike and shroud. And he goes back down to a 4 because of the marker light. So here comes the fusion blaster into the tank. It hits. Doesn't wound. Now the broadside will be firing everything into the tank. Here comes the 2 heavy rail rifles. Oh, they're 1s. And with the marker lights, I get to reroll 1s. That's 1 hit, 1 miss. Fails. Oh my lord. I'd have to burn my CP at this point or keep it for later on.
I'd keep it.
I'm just gonna burn it. It wounds. AP -4, no save. 6 damage, -1 because of your Warlord trait. That is 5 damage. He's down to 6 wounds remaining.
That's not too much.
Now the 4 plasma shots. Reroll the 1s because of the marker lights. 2, AP -3.
6 ups.
Make 1 fill 1. That is 1 more damage. He's down to 5. We're chipping away.
He's gonna die.
No, I promised that the people at home, so it's probably not going to happen. Right, let's fire absolutely everything from the crisis suits. No, let's not do that. Let's fire the Warlord's guns into it first. All 3 fusion blasters. Hitting on a 2. That's 1 miss, but he's got marker lights. He gets to reroll. All hit. Strength 8. All 2 wounds. You don't get a save.
He's dead.
That's 4 plus 1, 5 damage. Does he explode? No. And with that, guys, I think, if you're happy to say, I think that might take the game.
I think that's, yeah.
I tell you what, let's roll a few more to see if the guards survive, because...
4, 5.
Tell you what, the people want it at home. The people want it. Can you hear them? We want blood.
Corn.
We want blood.
Skulls.
Skulls for the skull throne. Blood for the blood god. Okay, you guys asked for it. So let's start with the everything from the crisis suits into the guard. Okay, so 3 of the crisis suits are in range. So the front 3 are going to fire. So we've got the burst cannons. That is going to be 8 shots from each suit. Here's the first suit. They are looking for 4.
Yeah, they're dead.
Hang on. Blood for the blood god. Skulls for the skull throne. These are wounding on 3s. Oh, okay. So can you get? Yeah, that's from the first volley. Can you give me 3?
Oh, 1 dead.
Okay, and then this is the second volley. If they tank this. Oh gosh, this isn't going that great, guys. Skull for the skull throne. That is 3 more saves. No AP.
That's 2 dead.
Okay, now we've got the fusion blaster. No, it doesn't. Okay, now we have the, what else is in range? A missile pod. Hits. 1 wound. AP was 1. He takes. Okay, it's up to the devilfish and the remaining fire warrior. Okay, so fire warrior is going to get 3 shots. Oh. Skulls for the skull throne. I feel like the demon's about to appear through the middle of the board if we keep this up. These are wounding on 3s. Oh! Okay, just to point out, I almost just rolled 6 6s in a row. I need to get a lottery ticket. Can you give me 3 more saves, please?
1.
So, 2 more. Now we've got the fire blade. Hit. Oh! No wounds? We're running out of guns. It's just the devilfish. Everything into them, of course. Burst cannon. 3s. 1. Okay, there's the smart missile systems left. 8 shots. All we've got left, the smart missile system. Here we go. Looking for 4s. That's a better roll. Looking for 3s. Was there any AP on that? Smart missile. No. Can you give me that many? 5 ups.
I can give you 1, but that's my squad dead.
And there it is, guys. It ends. Tau Empire have come. They have shown those Imperials why the greater good is good for you. Either you accept the greater good pamphlet, or we'll shove a rail rifle down your throat and make you. Okay guys, so this is the end of game chat we like to do. We like to do things a little bit different. We pick our favourite unit, what we thought was the most useful. We pick what unit we thought was the least useful. Then we say to our opponent what they think they could have done better, rather than going, I could have done this better. I will say to Lyde, you could have done this, and he will tell me what he thinks I could have done better. That would have made his game harder, and vice versa. We're going to have a little chat about the open war cards, and the game in general. So starting off with my most useful units. We'll do my one. And I think it was the Cadra Fireblade. He's cheap. I think off the top of my head, he's about 50 points.
Is that it?
Maybe 60 top. He's not expensive. He gives the volley fire, which helped so much because the fire warriors were great because of his volley fire. He also gave the volley fire to the Pathfinders. I think he really performed. I think he was the difference between doing a lot of damage and for the points cost. The thing is, a lot of my units did really well. So it's hard to pick them, but I think him, for me, that was my most MVP, my MVP. What about you? Which one was your best?
I have a bit of a toss up between my Guardsman and Creed, but I'd probably have to go with my Guardsman this time.
We're talking about the combos, right?
They flaked out the bottom, stopped me coming in. Holding objectives, shooting. I think they did the most damage, but maybe.
Well, like I said, if this wasn't open war and we were playing match play, I wouldn't have been able to bring my units in until the second turn, which means that they probably wouldn't have got on the board. No. You would have them coming in the back line was the only chance I had of firing back. I think with Creed, the combo, Creed's orders are brilliant. The fact he can do 3 and the Voxcaster sending them down the board. That first round of volley fire was in that corner. It was devastating. My worst then. My stealth suits. I mean, they held the objective straight from the start with their deployment ability. That's mainly to do with their ability though. There are other units that kind of do that for other armies. If you're playing Space Marines, which everyone is, it's things like infiltrators and incursors. They've all got similar names, something like this. But they weren't bad. It's just I don't think their firepower did anything. And I spent 10 points in each model to give them the fort invulnerable shield, which probably didn't need in the end. The -1 to hitting them is really good though, but I don't know. I think I could have maybe spent the points and brought 2 more squads of fire warriors, which would have given me
That would be decent.
3 shots each, another 30 shots.
Yeah.
So yeah. What about your worst?
Probably have to be my tanks. On my tank commander.
Hmm.
Maybe I could upgrade him to 2 sponsons, maybe. Or
Yeah, maybe a flamer or something. Different option for this type of. But we didn't know that the game was going to be that close range 8 because our flamers would have done more damage. But maybe some melters.
maybe try our next game. But
It wasn't bad. They just didn't perform.
no,
I thought they were going to do.
I expect this big hype around leaving us, so we need battle tank.
I think it's the loadout you go for, and I think tank aces and other things like this is really important. But I think you really need to bring in squads now. That's why they're so cheap. They're not that expensive.
No, but it is our first game though, really.
Yeah, it's our first game on here. We have played a few in the past.
Well, the guys like second game.
Yeah. Second game of the town, yeah. So we are definitely still learning.
Everybody wants to help you out and tell me what to do with them.
Send in models. Fully painted, please, because if I have to paint one more model, I'm going to blow my brains out. That would actually make a good show. That'll be episode 3. I'd just blow my brains out. Yeah. So a little chat about the game itself. That got dark quick. God, I was thinking flashbacks of Steve. No, Steve, not Steve. No. Anyway, my cards. Poor Steve. Open war. I enjoyed it. Starting with deployment. That was a really cool deployment card. That really helped that 18-inch twist because we didn't know we were going to pull those 2 twists until they came.
That was something.
If we had the full game spread apart, it would have been 2 rounds of no firing.
Yeah.
It actually might have benefited you more because of the Valkyrie again getting over there. I enjoyed that. The game itself, I quite enjoyed that. The fact that the objective changes. Because you constantly want to move to different parts of the board. You don't want to. Yeah.
Whatever.
And then you're like, I gotta go back. And then you also think, oh, but if I stay here and it changes to my turn. Like I was lucky I got it twice on my side, but it could have easily have gone
up there, down there, middle.
Yeah, I had no chance of ever taking this objective. So if it had gone here the 3 rounds, we'd probably been sitting with a different outcome. And then the twist, I really enjoyed the 2 twist card. I forget what the name of that was. I thought it was really cool. And then we drew those 2 twists after that card. The 18-inch range made it really interesting. I liked it. For shooting armies, I liked it.
That's a good one, yeah.
If you were playing against the wolves or the world eaters or the tyrannids or something, you would not want to be playing against
blackout.
You would not want the blackout twist because you want to shoot them from far away. If you were tyrannids or something, this game, or even orcs, this game would have been terrible for me. And then the projectiles didn't do anything. No. They were a cool idea. I think I took a wound off you. I feel like if you're going to do those projectiles, rather than just rolling 3 dice, you should roll a dice for every unit. Like orbital bombardment works. Roll a dice for every unit and on a 6. Because then, if you think about it, in the lore or the fluff, if you've got more units spread all over the planet and projectiles are falling down from the sky, surely you've got more odds of your men getting hit.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? So I think something like that. But yeah, I really enjoyed Open War. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm scared I'm going to get addicted to Open War over match play. We will be doing match play, but we want to keep our match play for our 2,000 point list to make it more competitive. A few coming up. The Death Guard Codex comes out soon, so we've got that. We're just waiting, trust me. Lloyd's working on the Guard, getting them up to 2,000 points. We have Space Marines. We're going to do Firstborn versus Primaris. We might even do Wolves versus Wolves. Who is better, the originals or the new kids on the block?
It's probably the originals.
I think so. We've got Knights you're working on as well. Orcs is just bought an Orc army, so that will be coming. Again, we've got Necrons and that. As soon as COVID ends, guys, we've got loads of ideas. We've also got story games, loads of little knockouts, 3-person games. So yeah, bear with us. We hope you enjoyed. And until next time, God bless Steve. And all hail the Tau.
Nah.
Are you wearing a turtleneck?
Yeah.
Oh.